Good morning, everybody, and welcome to episode 218 of House and Garden Flipper. Welcome. We are heading straight over to our not so pink house. It's definitely not a pink kingdom anymore. And we are going to go and see what we can do about attracting Giorgio Chanois a lot more than the Johnson family. And finishing off that ground floor. But first up, I do believe we had some gravelling and some planting to finish out the back here. Let's just pop these in while we're here. So we'll finish off our planting. We'll finish off, it's not gravelling, we had paving to do. Where was I at? I was over here. So we're just going to very quickly finish these guys in. We had paving and we had lights, so that'll be interesting. So paving, lights and planting, and the back area is paved, lit and planted and just needs to be decorated. So the front area is paved, I think, and gravelled, and just requires plants, so we might pop those in very soon. We haven't finished the paving actually, we've got to put a couple of paths in, I just remembered. And I'm not sure whether or not I want to take the driveway out and put in the Symphony pavers instead of the concrete pavers. I mean, you're just going to be parking on it, so... And we're also thinking that in the ground floor we might take out the wall between what used to be the kitchen and the garage. And we'll see about turning that entire area into one massive lounge room. So we may, even if we have to brick up or wall up the garage doors so we can't see them. I think I've got to clean the windows because I don't think I cleaned the windows either. But yesterday we finished our bathroom for the sauna. Which put a second bathroom into the house, and the minute we put the second bathroom in, the Johnson family shot up the ladder and went, oh my gosh, this is the house for us, even though they've got 3 kids, 1 grandma and 2 grown-ups. Okay, yeah, grandma's a grown-up too, but you know what I mean. And this house is going to have like a total of 1 bedroom, which is going to be interesting because when we put the big comfy bed in, the Smoth family is likely to make an appearance. I was kind of hoping we'd miss the Smoths and the Johnsons and the Jantarts when we took the kitchen out, but it seems like the Johnsons are a lot more attracted by the bathroom than anything else. You'd think they'd be more worried about a place to sleep than a place to pee, but there you go. I know, once we get all of these in, we get to water them. Okay. So that whole putting them all in at once works some of the time. Just make sure it got through. Yes. I mean, technically I can just look for the little red circles in the mini map, but I know, I'm not lazy. But this is the fastest way to water them all in. Excellent. Okay. So the last thing we really want all the way around here is lights. So I'm going to put those in while we can. So let's grab our decorations. No, it's not decorations. What am I on? It's got its own section now. Thank you. That's awesome. So we've got these beautiful different lights that have been added. I'm thinking, I mean, I've used the diamond. That's kind of cute. The oriental is beautiful. The outdoor lamp, you know what? I'm really tempted to go with the classic, but I'm thinking we might go with the diamond. Yeah, we'll just go with the metal diamond. There we go. Okay, so you get points for a well-lit garden. So we're just going to get our lights in. And this will help me work out also where to put my pavers. I should be turning these on as I go, but seeing as I haven't done it this far, oh well. I know normally I worry about spacing them semi-equidistant. I'm kind of trying to keep that in mind, but I'm not being overly fussy with it this time. We are nearly there. That's so it faces that way. Pivot this so it faces hopefully that way. Turn that a little bit. And square that up. There we go. So what we're doing is just getting the lighting requirement done out the back. I'm probably going to move that paver in a minute. We are going to put coach lights up on the walls, so we might do that while we remember. Let's get this in. Okay, and the bit that we forgot to do is this. Normally I just kind of put them in and turn them on as I go, and I don't have to run around like this and get them all done. But I'll do this while I remember. I'm thinking there needs to be another light in that section. And again, and once more, and don't forget these two. Alright, let's get our coach lights up. So this is for a table, so the only wall light we've really got is this one. So we're going to put one here, and we'll remember to turn it on this time. And I think we'll center one here, and we'll center one there. There we go. I was going to say we don't really need any along here, but do you know what? If we're going to have a pool in this area, we probably want people to see what they're doing. So we might just put a couple up here. Okay, now that's a well-lit space. Let's just pick up this paver. It's not going there. Okay. So I'm just going to grab my outside surfaces. We're going to grab our pavers. Grab our hundreds again. I do like them. I just wish they matched a pool. Alright, and stop our whining right now. Alright, I think what we'll do is we'll match to this one. Let's see what happens if I grab my 50s. So what I'm thinking is doing it this way. Which I don't think, now that I think about it, doesn't really work. Alright, let's just try this. I know, first work out which way your paving slab is meant to go. It's just not going to work either way, is it? Rat of a thing. I think it's just mostly because those are made to be edges. And then we'll grab another 50. Alright. So now we know where that goes. We're just going to use our hundreds as far as we can. So the symphony pavers don't fit real well together compared to a lot of the others. That's okay, we know that now. I mean, they go lovely if you just use them like this, but once you get into your 25s and your 50s, they don't work so good. Alright, let's see how the gate is going to go. So basically we do have a little bit more gravelling to go in this area. I need a 25 for that one. Like I said, they do not play well, do they? Do not play well with others. Alright. But now we have our path up to here. We know that this is going to take 25s, maybe. Actually, let's not be hasty. Let's just work our way out from here. With our 50s, 100s, sorry. Alright, so we'll try that. Perfect, that's where we want that to be. Alright, let's see how we go. This way. And it looks like I'm losing the light again, which is annoying. Alright, so I'm just going to grab this and pull it down this way. So I might actually need to put 50s in along this edge. Just get this in. Alright, that worked perfectly. And again. And again. Yes. Alright, we will tidy things up in a minute. What I'm going to do now is just go around the edges. And then we'll know how much we need to overlap the pool base by. But as you can see, it's really nice because you don't have to worry where the gravel is. You can just pave over it, and if you've got that overlap, then you don't have to worry too much. Everything else seems to fit nicely. We're going to put our home cinema up this end. Whoops. Just got to not be derpy when you put it in. There we go. And again. So that was my original line of where things were going to stop. So it does look like I'm going to need to put 50s down the side here, just to square out that edge. But this is like the two bits that take the longest with this game and drive me the nuttiest. Would be putting in the pavers. And doing the gravelling, oh, and the mowing. The mowing takes a bit of time too, but I'll fix that light up in a minute. I just need to get the rest of this in. That should fit like a glove. Yes. See, sometimes it does all come together. I know, I did that to myself. And once more, grab this, bring it in. Alrighty. Like I said, we just got this to go. Get all the paving. Probably won't get all the paving done. I can see that the light has gone again. I know, it just dark arrives so quickly in House Flipper. No, not really. That's not true. Door. But this is why we have our well-lit garden. So we've got the lighting in, we've got the plants in, we may get the paving in. Let me just push it just a little bit further. Ah, see, now I'm rushing and making mistakes. That's no way to get it done. Almost there. Almost. I know. There's almost and then there's almost. This is just almost. Let's see how many of these we can drop down. I do like the patterns though on the symphony. It's really lovely when it works. Like most things. Let's just finish this section off. Now I'm tempted to push it and get the gravelling done. Just so it's finished for that part. So that will just leave us... Oh, you're kidding me. Really? Really? Really, really. Let's grab this, pivot it. Come on, be nice. Or at least pretend to be nice. You could do that, right? Let's see if we can fit a 25er in there. Alright, it's not pretty, but it'll do. So there we go, we have this section almost completely done. Almost. Except for the three segments, I was going to put a dining section in that area. I may have misjudged that a bit. Let's grab our surfaces and our single coloured gravel in the yellow. We might as well finish this bit off. That's right, I was going to put pavers in there, wasn't I? Never mind. We'll do that in a minute. And again. Alright, that's that bit done. Now, this bit. My bad, I forgot I was putting 25s in along here. Let's go with the 25s. There is no way to make these look civilized. I don't think. We can try. Let's try. See, they're just that little bit off kilter. No. Fine. But the border's in. And the edge is even. So that's all of that done. Like I said, oh no, there was this bit over here, wasn't there? And I was thinking of putting 50s in, but I think what we might do is we might just go straight into the gravel again and just gravel out to the edge. And now we're done. Yes? Yes. Now we're done. Alright. Except for here, which is meant to be paved. Let's just close those gates. I know I've got a real thing about closing gates. Too many zombie games in my youth. Right, I have a little alcove there. Bathroom is done. Little entry hall down into our sauna, which is over here. Yep. Okay, and we're going to look at expanding this lounge room out. Yes, we were. Alrighty, well, if we're going to expand the lounge room, let's get rid of the door. The colour is lovely, but we get rid of that too. Yeah, you know what? This is going to make a really nice... I know, now everyone's whining. Stop whining, guys. I'll put the bookshelves back, but not yet and not in this colour. Oops, let's not, hopefully, not sell anything outside. That should keep our single guys happy. See, we got rid of the toys and now they're ecstatic. Let's get the window clean. At least we have something relatively pretty to look on. And I should probably put a light on in here just so we can actually see what we're doing. That's done, yeah. Oh, well maybe I should just turn the lights on that we've got. There we go. They're not great, but they'll do. This place is not going to be pink. The only problem with me putting a wall in here is going to be this, because I don't think I can remove it. No, it won't let me sell it. Okay. Let's just check out, let's just grab our walls. So, I mean, if we do put walls in... no. Okay, I've got to bring them... Alright, so this is where they've got to be. So this should really get rid of the Jantarts, because the Jantarts absolutely hate their just move that down that way. Absolutely hate a large number of rooms. Alright. Now I'm pretty much not going to destroy, I don't think. Well, let's find out what happens if I knock out this wall. Maybe this one. Definitely that one. Oh dear, look at this. What a mess. Oh, I say. How terrible. How did that happen? Okay. Yep, so we're not really going to destroy anything if we just take out all of these. So this is going to expand this room into what I hope is going to be a really big lounge room. And what I'm hoping that will do is bring Jimmy Traitor up to the floor. Up the ladder a little bit. But, I mean, we're not going for him, so I don't know why I'm bothering, but that's okay. So we can fit a ton of bookcases in here. We can turn this room... I'm thinking we might make this into like a big dressing room, because Giorgio Shanwa loves his dressing room. Which only leaves me with the dilemma of what to do when I go upstairs. Where is my light switch for here? Alright, I don't know. Let's just... Here we go. Turn that light on. We have two. Charming. Oh, whoops, that was not my best ever idea. Don't mind me while I take out the light. Alright, so there's that gap that we can't fix. That leads straight into the bathroom. Let's just hang another light up here for whatever reason. Not a kid's light or we're going to have riots. Let me just grab, I don't know, a halogen. What about that one? Maybe we'll just grab this one. Stick it up here. Turn it back on. Okay. So this room here is a closet. Okay. And that room's the bedroom. So what I'm thinking is we might make this... I mean... 2 closets, right? He could have an upstairs and a downstairs one. Let's see what happens to our buyers list when we do that. I know, I'll worry about, I mean, closet we're going to have... Do I have a light in here? Oh. We're going to need wall lights because I'm pretty sure I can't fit a ceiling light up here. Oh no. Oh, I tell lies. Alright, now we have a light in here. Excellent. Okay, now the question is, can I fit wardrobes in underneath this garage door? Well, let's give it a shot. So what I want to do is I want to create a closet, but I want to have a dresser and I want to have mirrors and a whole bunch of just nice, pretty stuff in there as well. So, but let's do the closet thing first. Now I don't know if I have to have a linen closet. Wow, bathroom furniture. There are cabinets in here. That makes so much more sense. I used to look for my hanging cabinets in the kitchen. Now I don't have to. Oh, thank you guys. Bedroom. Oh wow, so they've put all the bedroom furniture in one spot. But you can divide it down into beds, bedside cabinets, dressing table sets. Oh, that's what these are for. Oh. Okay. I would have thought they were for the lounge room, don't mind me. And wardrobes, which is what we're after. So you've got chests of drawers as well as wardrobes in here. So what I want to do is I want to grab... Pretty sure he likes the Hermes for style. So what we might do is we might give him either that or it's going to be the Charles. But let's go with the Hermes. Probably not white. Okay, what's that? I don't know what colour that is. And I don't want it to be black because I don't want the room to be dingy. Okay, it looks like the labels have fallen off the colours. That's okay. We will work it out. Let's give him gold handles on whatever that is. And we're going to buy a few of them. If we can fit them in, this is going to be the question. So it's not a garage anymore, but I don't have the option of walling this space in. So let's just see how far out these wardrobes have to be. Yes. And he's recognised it as a closet already. That is brilliant. So we've now managed to get Giorgio Shanwa up to the very tippy top of the list. The only question is can we keep him there? So the next thing we want to do is, obviously he's got lots of hanging space. Let's give the nice man some drawer space as well. Maybe not block the drawers off. I might put... That's that pillar that I put in by mistake, isn't it? Let's get rid of it. Okay. Now we can fit more stuff in. So let's give the nice man a bunch of these. It is still a close run thing with the Johnsons. I really don't know what they've won in this house. Okay. Now I think if we've got a full-length mirror, Giorgio should have that in his dressing room. So let's go and find him a nice full-length mirror if we've got one. So we've got an Aztec, which I think is a nice tall mirror. We'll give it gold edges. See, it's not as tall as I want it to be. I'll just put it in there for the minute. Because basically what I want is a full-length mirror that runs the entire length of the wall. I don't think I'm going to get one though. Alright, let's give him a couple more of these then. Here's our gold. And we'll just angle it so he can preen if he needs to. There we go. And I think he needs some kind of... Oh yeah, I like that. Hopefully he likes it too. We need maybe some kind of greenery in the corner, but before we do that, let's get our walls going. Maybe our floors first. Floor panels and covering. I could use a white fitted carpet, I guess. There's the grey. Grey is kind of stylish, I guess. That's Entom grey as well. Let's grab the Oparim grey and just see what he thinks when I grey this place down just a little bit. Okay, just a lot. I don't know if I want to grey it down. Let's try blue. That'll do. I don't know what I want on the walls now. Let's have a look at our options on walls. So we have wall panels. I mean, this is kid stuff. We're going to avoid kid stuff like the plague for the moment. The ellipses are nice. If we use light colours, we are going to attract the businessmen more than we have already. So I don't know how that goes. Alright, let's just go with paint. I want slightly darker than the furniture. Oh, where's the coffee? Okay, that's not the right colour. Cocoa. No, pistachio green goes down well with everybody. But I don't want to attract everybody. I have a blue carpet on the floor. I can change it though. I could go sand almond. I could go lavender. I could go sky blue, or I could go ice blue. Let's have a look. Oh, there are 3. Stop laughing. Just stop. All right. Maybe that's why my paint can was suddenly running out so much more often than it used to, because it's gone up. There are 3 sizes. Oh my. See, they've made so many changes in the last couple of months for this game. It's actually really good to see. Oh yeah, okay, I'm liking this now. Except that I didn't need that bigger paint can. Haha. Okay. I don't know if I like that colour, to be honest. Let's have a look and see what other colours there are. Wow, that dude. That real estate dude. This isn't for him either. Normally I'd be very happy to see him, but kind of busy now, guy. Okay, maybe... It's really hard to tell. Is purple quartz worse than pink? And will it suit what I've got in here? Okay, the carpet will have to change. I don't know if I like the purple. The other one that caught my eye was like that. And I think if I do this, it's too brown. Yeah, no, let's not do that. Don't really want to do lime. I mean, I remember I painted one room with Moody Cobalt once. And I was surprised by who liked it and who didn't. But it is a really dark colour, and I don't think it's a good colour for this space. Then again, let's see how this goes. This will also deter those buyers who don't like dark coloured walls. You know what, I actually like that. Problem is your artist doesn't mind the occasional dark coloured wall. There we go. So surprisingly enough, even though that's a really dark colour, it looks like it fits in here. Okay. Do we want to put a rug in? I don't know. I think a rug would almost be too much. Let's check it out and make sure. Decorations, rugs are decorations for the floor. I mean, you know, you could. And that actually doesn't look that out of place. I'm a little bit surprised. That's terrible. That'll do. So now he has a runway. Okay. I'd like to put a couple of pictures up along the wall. What sort of pictures does Giorgio Shanwell like, do you think? They've got to be long and narrow. He might like kitten pictures. Or he might like something to do with fashion. Possibly cars. Maybe just stars. Or beaches. He might like beaches. And let's grab... I should have stayed a bit longer and seen what he thought of that. It's got no border on it, so a picture with a border is going to look a little odd, but... Huh, Rafael Urco is not someone I expected to respond to that. Okay, and the last thing I want to put in is some plants. Now, I was thinking of just normal plants, but what I'm thinking now... no, here, right. So what I'm thinking now are maybe some of these shiny plants. I'm pretty sure the holographic trees are too big. And I want contrast. I don't know. Let's try that. Yeah, see, they're too big. Let's have a look at our canary palm in a pot. Nope, that's not going to work. Fine. That's probably also not going to work, and I'm pretty sure that won't work as well, but let's have a look at it. Oh, it's tiny. Well, that just needs to kind of go here. Uh-huh. I know, I'm just playing now. It's a little bit much fun. And then I guess we can either go this one or we can go this one. Let's have a look. No, we want some contrast. Not enough contrast. Too much contrast. Pink. Okay, it doesn't have a lot of contrast, but it does in size. What if I make it white? Where are my white plants? Those are white, that's right. Yep. That doesn't need anything more on it. But I still don't have anything in behind here. And you know what? It may not matter. Maybe. Let's have a look and just see what else. I mean, we've got this holographic bamboo. And it would fit. Dark blue. I don't know about that. It's in the wrong spot. So if we don't make it holographic, you know what they need? They need a holographic yucca. Let's put the other one over here. And Giorgio's like, no, this is my house. Absolutely mine. But I'm thinking too, he might want 2 lights in this area. One more above the mirrors. And maybe one a little further back. So let's just grab our ceiling lamp. Yeah, that spreads the light a lot more evenly. Alright, that's one dressing room done. I should put a door on this place. We'll think about it. Yeah. Internal door. Bing, bad, boom. We're going to use that. And those 2 are glass, like white door, white handle, white frame, white tertiary. Need a dressing room though. It's his private domain, look at this. And that's that. So this is where I think I'll leave you for this episode. We're going to put a massive lounge room in here. And it will spread all the way into here. And we'll have our foyer, and then we're going to go upstairs. Probably the session after this one. The lights are all going to change because I don't like them, and they'll need to be different. But we'll work that out next time we're here. But if you've liked this episode so far, please hit like. If you'd like to see more, please hit subscribe. And I'll check you later. Take care out there.